Pali students have many outlets to get their news, one of which is Pali's very own student-run news publications. The Campanile, Palo Alto High School's longest-running publication, is a newspaper distributed monthly around campus. With the sharp decline in physical newspaper sales nationwide, how has this affected the Campanile? We talked with Campanile executive producer Rachel Feinstein about this issue.
One way we distribute is just like at school to students. We try to distribute at brunch when our issue's released. And we also deliver to, I think it's about like 6,000 houses in Palo Alto. Like online, I think it's a great way, like a more convenient way for some Pali students to see our articles. I definitely know a lot of Pali students like to read our print newspaper, especially for the crossword, which is something that we do every issue, like similar to the New York Times, and it's definitely a big hit at Pali. Um, but to get like more up to date news, I think Pali students like that, but maybe like the broader community likes our print better because um, maybe like since they're a little bit older, they like to read print better. So we only print once a month. Um, so I think breaking news for us, I think, is relatively new, like in the past like 2 or 3 years. So, and I think it's a great way to really get the message out quickly. And that's something that we can't really do in print because we only print once a month. I would say an advantage of print is that it really like showcases like the more creative aspects of journalism. Like we do a lot of art and photo and design elements in our newspaper that is harder to replicate online. Another advantage, maybe, I think, is like it sort of serves as like an archive for Tally, and like it's a, sort of like a snapshot of what's going on at Tally right now. I know that I like to look back sometimes at like older issues from like 10, 15, 20 years ago, and just see like what was happening at Pally, then like how did how are what like major events were going on. But obviously a disadvantage, like as I sort of touched on before, is that it's not as current. So if we really want to get something out fast, online is definitely a better option. I think there's something about like a print newspaper that is like special. I see people around Pali like reading our newspaper, and it's like they're like bonding over the newspaper, and it's harder to do that with online articles. Just encourage them to seek out our newspaper and I don't know, keep enjoying it.
For Infocus, I'm Vincent Wong.
Co-reporting with Henry Lines.
Now back to the studio.